What is up, YouTube? It's your boy going back again with another reaction video. Because for our next video of the day, we are taking a look at CR7 versus R9, as in Cristiano Ronaldo versus Ronaldo the Phenomenal, Nazario Ronaldo. Now I have been getting like a lot of comments recently because I loaded a video on Nazario versus Ronaldo before. I've done that before. And all of a sudden, recently, I've been getting a lot of comments on that. And apparently, a lot of people think Nazario was a little better than I thought he was. A lot of people seem to think that he's the greatest player of all time. A lot of people. And I decided to, you know what I'm saying, look it up, you know what I'm saying, listen to some other greats talk about him. And apparently, it's not abnormal to find someone that says Nazario was the greatest of all time. It's not abnormal to find someone that's, I thought that would be abnormal. But apparently it's not. So maybe I was a little asleep on him. But we're gonna be checking out this video right now. Apparently this dude is gonna break it down for us. It's a 13-minute video. The other one we did was like a 5-minute video. So this one is more in depth. So this should be a little bit more revealing than the last one because I didn't watch R9 play. So like I've watched CR7 play. I've betted against him, and he's come through and scored against them. I'm saying against Wolfsburg, I expected him to lose. He came through the next game, scored a hat-trick. And Portugal in the Euros, I did not expect Portugal to win. He came through, won. I'm saying Real Madrid, we know how many times he's done what he's done. At Real Madrid, Manchester United, we know what he's done. I'm saying I've watched him play in every, you know what I'm saying, every step of the way. I didn't watch R9 play, so I might be a little asleep on R9. So this dude should break it down for me nicely. Video by Footballista24. Link in the description if I check out the original video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and let's run up the vid. CR7 versus R9. Why Ronaldo is better than Ronaldo. Okay, this dude is a little bogus. You're talking about why Ronaldo is better than Ronaldo. Like, they're both Ronaldos though. But okay, not a bit of comedy there. But let's go. Yeah, that's the goal we love. Wait, can we show the goal?
And this is Ronaldo who's burst through. He's going all the way. Oh, goodness me. It's a goal to win any football match.
Ronaldo or Ronaldo.
Okay.
Two of the greatest players to ever play the game who happen to share the same name. Cristiano Ronaldo versus Ronaldo Phenomenal. Both are legends of the game.
Yeah.
But which Ronaldo was the better player? We're going to break it down based on 4 main categories to compare the two legends: career totality, peak, eye test, and longevity. In the career section, we'll be looking at awards and accomplishments, goals, and general career outlook. Peak will be taking a look at the player's best single season and the attributes that contributed to that. Eye test will be about skills and abilities that make the player unique. Longevity will take a look at who did it better for a longer period of time.
I've seen that go
The
before.
career of Ronaldo Phenomenal can be viewed from 2 perspectives: before injury and after injury.
Yeah.
Before he was injured, we were able to witness arguably the greatest player to ever touch a football at work. At the young age of 16, he scored 44 goals in 47 games for Cruzeiro, leading them to their first Copa do Brasil. At the age of 18, he moved to Europe to play for PSV and dominated by scoring 30 goals in his first season abroad. Ronaldo would put up unfathomable numbers in his first few years in Europe, as he scored over 200 goals for club and country, which included goals for Barcelona and Inter. Everywhere he went, he left those witnessing him shocked. The guy we all know and love, you may have heard of him, Jose Mourinho, once said, "I have no doubts. Ronaldo is the best my eyes have seen." Mourinho got to see him in practice every day for the 1 year Ronaldo was at Barcelona. That is no small thing to say, considering Mourinho coached a young Cristiano Ronaldo at Madrid and was on the losing end to a dominant Messi more than a handful of times. Ronaldo would suffer terrible knee injuries that put him out for a couple seasons. He came back to help lead Brazil to their 5th World Cup title after missing the entire 2000-2001 season. Ronaldo showed signs of his peak as he scored a record 8 goals and received the Golden Boot.
Ronaldo's doing Ronaldo! It's 2-0! And Ronaldo is rampant now!
This would be the crowning achievement of his career, scoring 2 goals in the World Cup final against Germany. Later in his career, playing for Real Madrid, Ronaldo also scored a memorable hat-trick against Manchester United at Old Trafford to knock out the dominant English team out of the competition. When he was subbed off, both team fans were standing and applauding the magic they had just witnessed. But sadly, most of Ronaldo's time with Madrid was plagued with injury. Ronaldo would finish his European career at AC Milan, but clearly a shadow of the player that once was. Overall, we will remember Ronaldo Phenomenal for his 3 FIFA Player of the Year awards, 2 Ballon d'Ors, and of course, his 2 World Cup triumphs.
2 World Cups.
Cristiano Ronaldo's career is well known among modern fans.
Yeah.
He started off at Sporting Lisbon and moved to Manchester United, where he started as a teenager with immense potential. His first game for United came on as a 60th minute substitute, where he awed every single person watching at the time. A magical performance for what was to come. Ronaldo steadily grew, and by the 2006-2007 season, he finally broke out and became a sensation. He hit the 20-goal mark for the league, which would be child's play moving forward.
Yeah.
Over the next 2 seasons, Ronaldo would cement himself as one of the 2 best players in the world, scoring 42 goals during the 2007-2008 season and winning the Champions League with Manchester United. In the following season, securing his first Ballon d'Or. Cristiano would move to Madrid the following season, where he would fully cement himself as a legend of the game. His career numbers for Madrid are inhumane to say the least. 450 goals in 438 games.
More goals than
That
games.
is not a made-up stat. This man really scored more than a goal per game for over 400 games.
Okay, that I didn't know.
I can confidently say that we will never see a player score more than a goal per game for one club with over 400 appearances. Not just the goal scoring, of course. He had the magical moments as well, with 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years, including an unprecedented 3-peat, which included several legendary Champions League performances. Internationally, he also led Portugal to their first ever trophy, capturing Euro 2016. Ronaldo would get 4 more Ballon d'Ors to add to the one he picked up at United. His Madrid career was truly one of the greatest periods of football, and Ronaldo, of course, is still performing at a high level as he continues to play at Juventus. Overall, the main trophies we will remember from Cristiano's career are his 5 Champions Leagues, his 5 Ballon d'Ors, and his Euro 2016 triumph.
That's a lot.
Comparing both players' careers is a difficult task. It is a close comparison in terms of career accomplishments. Both were great players with insane amounts of talent. Ronaldo Phenomenal certainly had a greater start to his early career, but the injury of course derailed the back end of his career. Through all this, he was still able to win 2 World Cups and 3 FIFA World Player of the Year awards. But Cristiano has accomplished as much as any player in history, and 5 Ballon d'Ors and 5 Champions Leagues to go along with his Euro gives him a slight edge in terms of trophies. Ronaldo Phenomenal never did win the Champions League, which hurts him a bit, but the World Cup more than makes up for it. But Cristiano has dominated on a team and a personal level at a slightly higher level than Ronaldo Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then Ronaldo! What a goal!
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Career, I will give it to CR7. I'll give it to CR7 career. Peak
One comparison that is
might
just as
go
close
to
as career
the
accomplishments
Phenomenal. I'm not
is
gonna lie.
peak powers. Both players have the highest of highs of any player in the history of the sport. The
Yeah.
difference is one player's peak was at the age of 20, where some who witnessed him before he was at an age where he can legally drink in America were stating that they were witnessing the greatest player that they had ever seen. Ronaldo Phenomenal's peak was his time from PSV up until his first injury. But we will
Nah. That's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. Playing for PSV, that's not gonna cut it. Nah.
just one season, and undoubtedly,
It's not gonna cut it.
Ronaldo Phenomenal's peak season was his legendary one-year spell at Barcelona.
Yeah, there we go.
He was in top physical condition, a man-child that was technically better, faster, and just a flat-out better footballer than any player alive. He was so good that many of his goals ended with him beating the goalie and rounding him to score a tap-in. This was the domination of Ronaldo phenomenon. 47 goals in 49 games as a 20-year-old in one of the toughest leagues in the world. We may never see a player reach such levels at such a young age. Shout out to Kylian Mbappe, who did score 39 goals in 43 games as a 20-year-old for PSG. Cristiano has had many great seasons in his career, and it is very difficult to pick just one that is his peak. His 2007-2008 season was a fantastic breakthrough, and many players at the time were in awe at someone so young who was able to consistently beat two players defending him every game, no matter who they were.
Yeah.
John Terry was one of those who at the time praised Ronaldo for his abilities. His early Madrid days under Mourinho were also a great combination of the winger striker Ronaldo that we've seen throughout the years. But Ronaldo's peak, while he was at his best, was his 2016-2017 Real Madrid season. This season is considered the Champions League God campaign, where Ronaldo went on a rampage.
Oh yeah, that's the one where he scored
in terms of goal-scoring abilities,
every game,
destroying the elite teams all across Europe. Against Bayern Munich, he scored a hat-trick.
We watched that game. We watched the road to Champions League victory. So like I'm saying, you can go check that out. That's the one where he got to baptize in pretty much every team. But let's go though.
Brace over two legs to lift them into the semi-finals. 5 goals against one of the best teams in the world that year. An insane performance over 2 legs. And in the semi-finals, he opened his first leg versus notoriously rigged Atletico Madrid with a hat-trick again. 8 goals in 3 games versus 2 of the best teams in the world. And to top it all off, he put in his best performance in a final for his career versus Juventus. Mr. Champions League helped the dominant Madrid side pull a fantastic win versus his future team Juventus, which capped off a brilliant season of goal scoring for Ronaldo. He ended his greatest season with 42 goals in 46 games and 12 assists. Comparing between the two players at their peak is difficult. Cristiano at his peak is arguably the greatest goal-scoring machine in the history of the sport, which is the most important thing in the sport, scoring goals. But Ronaldo Phenomenal at his peak brought almost the same level of goal scoring, but on top of that, he gave you intense 1v1 action and dribbling that very few players could ever match. Ronaldo Phenomenal gets the nod over Cristiano in terms of which player was at their best during their peak. But this is a close one to call, and it could have gone either way. But the
it could have gone either way.
Ronaldo Phenomenal at his peak is what Jose Mourinho himself described as the best player he had ever seen. Both players had some of the
because in their peaks though, the 2016 year was the year he won the Euros too, right? Like, so he won a lot. Like, he won the Champions League, the Euros, and scored that many goals. I understand, like, if that takes into like account like everybody on his squad too, but like he won a lot more than I presume Nazario won the year he was most productive. So like that takes into account the peak, no? From a Cristiano Ronaldo standpoint, I mean, you could give it to Cristiano there. You could give it to Cristiano there. I'm not gonna be mad if you did. I'm probably gonna go Cristiano there. I'm not gonna lie, cause he won more there. And the Phenomenal just didn't win as much as Ronaldo won that year, the peak year. I'm talking about the peak years, 2016 versus whatever year Nazario scored for Barcelona. A lot of goals. But let's go though.
That the game has ever seen, entertaining at the highest level. In terms of goal scoring, Cristiano was more prolific. This could go either way. Ronaldo Phenomenal, before his injury, was scoring almost a goal per game, and he would score them in the most beautiful and powerful of ways. But Cristiano scored 450 goals in 438 games for Real Madrid alone. There is no goal scorer quite like him.
Yeah.
His instincts and finishing are unmatched. Cristiano wins the goal-scoring aspect. However, Ronaldo Phenomenal's skills and abilities are impossible to compete with. His powerful dribbling and technical abilities were alien to his opponents.
Yeah.
His dribbling and speed with the ball are arguably the greatest of any player to ever live. Watch any highlights of Ronaldo.
Yeah, arguably. I'll give him arguably.
Next 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna get into the Lionel argument here.
Flashy, but with an end product. The man has claimed so many souls and truly made football an art.
Yeah, I'll give him arguably. Eye test. Again, close one. Oh, we'll give it to Nazario there. Because he does pass the eye test.
Is longevity, which is a massive factor that has to be included when talking about the legends.
Longevity, Ronaldo,
they
Cristiano.
Say anyone can do it for 1 year, but only the very best can do it year after year. And sadly for the entire football world, we were robbed of a once-in-a-lifetime talent playing for a decade and plus. On November 21, 1999, Ronaldo Phenomenal would suffer an injury and would never be the same afterwards. He ruptured a tendon in his knee. He came back 6 months later, but he was injured again in his first game back after just 6 minutes. One of the greatest tragedies of sport. Ronaldo's career post-injury still had moments that most players would dream of. His injuries clearly lessened the player that was. He was dominant for a handful of years, but Cristiano's level of dominance over time is impossible to compare. And there is only one player in history that can compare with Cristiano's dominance, and that is Lionel Messi.
That's Lord Lionel.
Cristiano takes longevity.
He just wanted to make it a tie.
To put it all back together, we had 4 categories to compare the two legendary Ronaldos: career totality, eye test, peak, and longevity. Both players narrowly won their categories when comparing the two. Cristiano holds the advantage in terms of career accomplishments and longevity as a player, but Ronaldo Phenomenal wins the peak powers and the eye test categories. Both players have taken 2 categories to separate them, but in the end, separating the two legends is an incredibly difficult task. We compared the two, now it's your turn. Let us know in the comment section who you guys think is the best Ronaldo.
That's the end of the video. I'm gonna go... I was gonna go Cristiano Ronaldo before the video, and I am still going to stick with Cristiano Ronaldo after the video. Because, yeah, I might be a little biased because I didn't watch the Phenomenal. I'm gonna admit, like, I'm just a little biased. But he does have the stats that back up my bias, if you know what I mean. Like, he's got the cachet, you know what I'm saying, for me to be biased. Because the year where he peaked, he had more trophies, you know what I'm saying, more victories, you know what I'm saying, like won the Champions League, probably won the La Liga, I'm not sure. Won that was the year he took Portugal to the finals and the Euros and they won. You know what I mean? Like they won more there as opposed to the Phenomenal. I'm not sure what was going on that year the Phenomenal was playing. You might want to let me know in the comments so I'm more aware and like well informed, because I don't know what happened that year in terms of the winnings. I just know that he scored a lot of goals that year. So if you want to let me know what that's about. But I'm gonna go CR7 on this one. I'm gonna go CR7. Let me know which one you're going for in the comments, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. This didn't really take my knowledge of the Phenomenal to the next level. Like, I knew he was good at Barcelona, and before he hopped into Barcelona, I knew he was good, but like, thought it was gonna be some extra knowledge I was gonna get from this. This didn't really take my knowledge to the next level, so I'm still gonna stick with Cristiano on this one. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the video in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.